Hey guys, Mainkiller7 here. Again. And shit just got worse. I'm sitting here watching Alpha Omega Sins, and a video just finished, and I'll read some of the comments. This is the comment I read. Microsoft is paying off third-party publishers to not show their PlayStation 4 games at E3. I'm going to say that again just for clarification, just so you heard me. Microsoft is paying off third-party publishers to not show their games at E3. I'm going to give you a minute. Let that sink in. What the fuck? Really? Microsoft, how fucking stupid do you gotta be? How pathetic? How desperate are you to try and sell the Xbox One as a good fucking system? It's not. Just how fucking desperate are you? Sony has this in the bag. The only thing I can find wrong with the PlayStation 4 is it's not backwards compatibility. That's the only thing I can find wrong with it. They're doing everything right minus one thing. You're doing everything fucking backwards. You're going down on the fucking chart of correctness. You're going down. You're in the fucking negatives already. You're fucking at negative 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit on the fucking correctness scale. Sony is hot. They're in 100 degrees plus Fahrenheit. How fucking stupid do you have to be to think this is any fucking good of any system? It's a fucking glorified phone that doesn't even make calls. That's all it is. A cell phone, a top-rate cell phone right now can make calls, video, messages, pictures, Blu-ray, games, and fucking browse the internet. You can also stream TV on it. How fucking stupid, how pathetic, how desperate are you? How desperate are you, Microsoft? You made a slight comeback with Windows 8, and then you jumped off a fucking cliff without a parachute. You are literally trying to dictate how a gamer plays. You don't try and fuck with us, because you will lose. You do not try and dictate how a gamer uses their system. Glorified fucking installation discs. I was right. Microsoft took a fucking shotgun, put it right under their chin, and pulled the trigger. They're fucking committed suicide. As Alpha Omega Sin said, this is the beginning of the end. And my teeth look green for some reason. I just noticed that. My teeth look green. I had cake with green frosting, that's probably why. I'm going to read this. Microsoft is allegedly paying many third-party publishers so they won't show off their PlayStation 4 games at E3 2013. E3 is the most important games convention out there, is set to begin next week, and both Microsoft and Sony are expected to focus heavily on their next-gen consoles, the Shitbox One and the PlayStation 4, respectively. In order to gain the upper hand on Sony, the desperate company of Microshit is apparently resorting to some unorthodox practices, like paying a lot of money to third-party publishers so they won't show their PlayStation 4 games. The report arrives from a source on NeoJaf, which reported a lot of true rumors in the past, so it's possible that Microsoft is really this desperate to try and dismantle Sony. which they're only dismantling themselves. What the fuck is this? Fuck you, Bing. Okay, let's see. This is from. I'm keeping this link open because I'm putting every article I read to you in the fucking description below. Here's another one. Nova Gamers. Fucking there. Getting under my mouse. In what could Microsoft paying off third-party publishers to stay away from E3? And what could either be true or false news? It has been reported that Microshit is paying off some third-party publishers in order to have them not show their PS4-related material at the big show that is E3, which kicks off next week. Both Microshit and Sony are expected to have a huge presence at E3 for their new next-gen consoles that will be available later this year. But is Microsoft so desperate to win this next-gen console war that they would pay off the developers to have them stay away from E3 with PlayStation 4 material? It would appear so. They fucked us. Microsoft just... The idiots trying to defend their actions are fanboys with just brain-dead motherfucking idiots who have no working brain. I'm actually so pissed off. I find it hard to speak fluently and I'm so pissed off. I find it hard to speak fluently right now because of how fucked they're trying to screw us gamers. Yeah, I may be a PlayStation fan, but I have always bought into the games of the Xbox 360 and the Xbox itself. I have always loved the games on both consoles. The only reason I have always supported the PlayStation over the shitbox is because they don't fuck up the controller. The controller stays one fucking way. The only thing they added is the analog sticks. Xbox fucks it up again, and now it's fucked it up again. The controller keeps changing. Don't change it. If it works one way, you don't need to fuck it up. It's trying to fix something that isn't broken. You don't do that. And that's what they did. They tried to fix something that wasn't broken in the fucking first place. Sony only has one thing to fix, and they still can't do it, and that's backwards compatibility. What the fuck? Sony, you have one way to win this console war and put them in the grave. You have the fucking gun. You have the bullet. Just do it. You do this, and you got this in the bag. 100% fucking grade A. You get the platinum, gold, silver, bronze medal, and Microsoft is thrown in their grave, and you shovel shit and dirt in on top of them, and it's game over. They won't even try and come back for the fifth console war. They will be done. End of story. You'll have to contend with Nintendo, and they're not really much of a threat to you anyhow. They're more in the handheld stuff. The Wii U is not really even going to be a threat to the PlayStation 5. What tricks does Microshit have left to throw against Sony? They're going underhanded under the table, and it's already out in the open. How desperate are they? It's fucking pathetic. They can do good with computers, I'll give them that, but they have failed when it comes to consoles for good. They have committed suicide. I mean, the Xbox One, the real, legit Xbox One, has a fucking X on it. And it's a black console. Well, I'm not sure if it comes in any other color. I've only seen it as black with the X on it. And the green little circle that says Xbox in the middle of the X. The PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. How fucking difficult is that? Xbox One, Xbox 2, Xbox 3. How fucking difficult is that? You should have gone with that false rumor of the Xbox 720. At least that would have been At least that would have made sense. You're finished, Microsoft. Accept it. You can't come back from this. There's no It would be a miracle from God if you even put a dent. If you even made so much as $1 million with this shit system. It would be a miracle from God. If you even made any progress with this system. Sony has the chance to actually show the truth, and they are the king of the next console. They've been the king since PlayStation. You almost fumbled them with PlayStation 2. You had a chance with the PlayStation 3, but you failed that horribly. And now you fucking failed. You just cut your head off before the battle even fucking began. You cut your head off. You killed yourself before the battle even started. You just said, yep, fuck it, boom. You killed yourself. It's suicide. That's all this is. A glorified suicide move. And I give you props for the suicide move. That's fucking brilliant. It brings a new term to the meaning of suicide, totally. It brings a new meaning to the term suicide. It does. But it's a fucking glorified move. Granted, yes. But you should have tried to give Sony a run for their money. You could have listened to your fucking fans and actually win. But no, you decided to be dumbasses. You decided to smoke whatever who knows what, and just hand the battle over to Sony. You don't even have a chance in hell of winning this console war. You don't. You failed already before the battle has even begun. You failed with your release of the Shitbox One. You're gonna fail at E3, and the proof is already there with you trying to pay off publishers to not show their PlayStation 4 games. You made a fucking glorified cable box. That's all it is. Sony has actually stuck to what they need to do, and they made a gaming system. That's what it is. The PlayStation to the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PS4. It's a fucking gaming system, and that's the main deal it is. And I still have no idea why my teeth look green to me in the fucking video. Hopefully they'll change color. It's over! You've lost, Sony! It's over! You lost, micro shit! Sony's won this! Don't try and fight them. You're gonna lose. You've already lost. I'm gonna read a bit more of this article from Nova Gamer. Stemming from a source over on NeoJaf, which has broken a lot of accurate and true news in the past, I can't say this is 100% true, but more of a rumor. However, it does come from a reliable source, and it is plausible. One thing about all this is sure. We'll know in a week, when it hits E3, whether Microsoft is so desperate to stoop to such a level. Either way, I'll continue to buy a One and continue to crap on the Wii U. I mean, it sucks. I'm out. Wait. That just dawned on me. I'll still buy. Okay, I'm not showing this one because the guy who wrote this article is a complete fucking moron. I'll still buy a One. I'll just say that again. I'll still buy a One. Dumbass! I'm gonna have to go and find another article because the dumb motherfucker that wrote that one is still gonna buy a Xbox One. Okay? Fucker is not gonna be shown on my channel or in my description, so the fucker is not going. No. No, that's not an article, that's a forum. Hopefully this one is an article from OmniGamer. Okay. Hopefully this dumbass is not supporting the shitbox. Microsoft and Sony. Boy, those two game companies like to go at each other when it comes to their game consoles, and E3 is the center stage for their match. Especially this year as both companies are bringing out new hardware and new consoles. They might take some jabs at each other, but it seems that Microsoft is very desperate to get the upper hand, is trying to pay off the refs, sort of speak. A report has come in that apparently Microshit is very desperate to win this. They are paying off third-party publishers to not show off their PlayStation 4 versions of games at E3 2013. E3 is the most important video game convention. It even gets televised. Of course, it's amazing. Both Sony and Microsoft will be doing a lot of talking about their consoles, but Microsoft wants to get the upper hand in with a underhanded tactic and limit the amount of game time PS4 gets in their booths and on the stage. So that way, when everyone is running around the show floor, they won't get their hands on PS4 versions of games. That is, unless people go to the Sony booth, that is. This report comes via NeoJaf, so it takes as nothing more than a rumor at this time, but NeoJaf has been very dependable with rumors in the past that have turned out to be true. So, Microsoft did say they were spending $1 billion on games, so some of that money could have gone to these publishers. Also, Microsoft has the sense to reveal the Shitbox One said that they will be showing off at E3 this year. Games. So this could be a tactic to give a false sense to the Shitbox One has more games at E3 than Sony does for the PS4, which again, Sony already has more games than Xbox could ever fucking hope for in this entire year. Which is nothing to say that Sony has more anyway. It is one thing to buy exclusively of a game DLC or just have your version of a game come out in a few months ahead of a competitor, but to pay publishers off to not show off the games of a competitor at all, that is just low and shady. If this is true that Microsoft is doing this, then it seems they are in fear of Sony and what their system can do for video games. I mean, thankfully, whoever wrote this article is fucking smart, as is the Softpedia one. Thank you for not supporting the Shitbox One. I'm not the only one thinking Microsoft is in fear of Sony and the next generation PlayStation 4. I'm not the only one thinking this. And I'm telling you, the only way Microsoft has this 100% in the bag with platinum, gold, silver, and anytime a diamond medal, for fucking Christ's sake, is if they put backwards compatibility in the PlayStation 4 for 3, 2, and 1 games. They put that in, it's over for Micro shit. They won't have a chance in hell. Even God could give them the power to come back from this, and they won't be able to. It's over for them. They can't do shit. It's done. The war's over. There is no console war anymore. As far as I'm concerned, Sony's won. I'm making the claim here and now. I'm the first one to say it. Micro shit has already signed. They've signed over. They're done. They're handing in the towel. They're throwing it in. Sony is the victor of the console wars, ladies and gentlemen. They've won. Nintendo has never really been a threat ever since the PlayStation 2. They're not going to be a threat now with the Wii U. Xbox, they're done. Micro shit has handed in the towel. Sony's won, ladies and gentlemen. The PlayStation 4 is the king of the next console generation, of the next generation consoles. The war's over. The console war's done. Sony has won. End of story, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing else to say. Sony has won. I'm the first one to say it. Sony's won this battle. This war. Battle was over before it even began. This is Mainkiller 7, guys. I just closed that. This has been Mainkiller 7, guys. The Radical Ranter, signing off. Out. What the fuck? I need to stop watching too many videos. This has been Mainkiller 7, guys. The Radical Ranter,